the whole plane.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't. I saw shit everywhere. Must have been high up.
There's no wind.
Plus, they're made of lightweight material. They would disintegrate.
No, the engines wouldn't. The seats aren't all going to disappear.
I've actually gone in and done scales where they make the engines.
They're
only a couple of 100 pounds.
Go. How about in Ukraine? That thing was shot out of the sky, and we found seats, luggage, people, bodies, everything.
I don't know how high they were.
32,000 feet.
Plus, they got blown up in the sky.
Oh, so it fell down like a feather.
No, it came down. See, what I heard from Shanksville is they actually took over the cockpit and forced it down, which means they went nose first.
Okay. So if they go nose first.
That's not what happened in the Ukraine.
So if they go nose first, you mean to tell me that there should be big hunks of plane everywhere? There's not. There should be like a big.
That's what I'm saying.
Tail section
because of it.
No.
It's like it imploded on itself like a building when they blow it up and it falls down on itself. Same thing when you go
no. They wouldn't blow a building up and have it fall down on itself, would they?
No, I'm talking when they legitimately do it. Implosion.
Like Building 7?
Same thing with the plane. When it comes down nose first, it's going to
like Building 7?
Itself.
Like Building 7?
I still don't know anything about Building 7.
We're going to get you educated. I watched all these very conspiracy-oriented shows, and I watched a lot of them. But you
believe a lot what you see online. And
I'm talking about
written by people. I don't know.
I
believe video. I believe pictures.
All right, maybe you might believe this then. There have been over 1,000 architectural engineers that have signed a petition to reinvestigate Building 7, World Trade Center 7. Not the other ones, World Trade Center 7. Because a building that was damaged only by fire should not have collapsed at free fall speed like it did.
Again, I don't know. Never saw videos, never saw pictures.
You've never seen a video of Building 7 falling? Oh, my God, it's everywhere. But they had the BBC reporting that it had fallen 30-some minutes before it actually fell.
That could be doctored.
No, they actually admitted it. They admitted that people gave them information, and they were wrong. They didn't know how. They don't know who gave them the information, but the one guy says it doesn't smell right. They had police officers
that were telling me doesn't smell right.
They had police officers that were going up towards the building, and there were guys there from the American Red Cross says, hey, get back. They're going to drop the building. And he says, get back. And you heard him count down on his radio. They were in under the cover of American Red Cross. And they dropped the building on purpose. There are two people. One was a medic, and one was a police officer that testified that they heard the guy say it. And they backed up, and they counted down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Bloop, the building fell. You watch the Building 7, you see the puffs of smoke go right up the side of the building.
If it was imploded, they would be able to tell by the evidence.
What'd they do? What'd they do with the evidence? They scooped it up into trucks, took it over across, put it on ships, and they took it to China.
That's just the metal.
They took everything from it. They took everything, put it on trucks, and shipped it out.
They didn't take the concrete or the dirt.
They got rid of everything.
There'd be remnants of something, whether it's C4 or dynamite.
Supposedly, it was, what do they call it? Thermite. They have,
I mean, I could see it happen because they knew there was an attack on the Trade Center in 98. So they figured sooner or later they're going to do it again. And then this time they said, well, let's drop this building. For what reason? That's where I'm lost. Were there people in the building?
No, nobody was in it at the time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That why they dropped it, I don't know. What's the conspiracy behind that?
The World Trade Center number 7. There was 47 floors in this building. Floors 28 through 46 were Solomon Smith Barney. Floors 26 and 27 were Solomon Smith Barney Standard Chartered Bank. Floor 25, Internal Revenue Service, Department of Defense, and the CIA. Floors 18 through 24 were Solomon Smith Barney, plus on 24 it was Internal Revenue Service, Regional Counsel. Floor 23 was New York Office of Emergency Management. Floor 22, Federal Home Loan Bank. 21 was First State Management Group, ITT Hartford Insurance Group. Then ITT Hartford Insurance Group on floor 20. ITT Hartford Insurance Group on floor 19. NAIC Securities. 18 was Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Then 14, 15, 16, 17 were empty. And then Solomon Smith Barney, Provident Financial Management, American Express Bank International, Securities and Exchange Commission, Standard Chartered Bank. 11 and 12 were Security and Exchange Commission. Floors 9 and 10 were U.S. Secret Service. I mean, this whole building
so
was...
I take it was a government building.
Quite a bit.
A federal building.
U.S. Secret Service had 85,343 square feet. Internal Revenue Service had 90,430 square feet. The CIA, which is, let me see where they're at. They don't show them in there, but they were listed as one of the tenants of how much. I just had somebody send me a message. Damn. But I don't see where it doesn't say where the CIA was at, but they feel that they dropped. See, a lot of these places were under investigation, and they feel they dropped the building on purpose. If you look at, let's see here. The collapse of the building 7 destroyed thousands of SEC case files of ongoing investigation into companies such as WorldCom. So, yeah, there was a lot of weird stuff that went on. I mean, there wasn't a lot of tenants in there, but there was a lot of influential people in there, as I would like to say.
And you're telling me there was nobody in the building when it went down?
No.
What did they evacuate them?
Oh yeah, they had everybody get out. Yeah, there's some different people. Like we had KT Penn, who did a book about World Trade Center 7, and I mean I read that. It's he's big time debunking it. I got a feeling is if any of it is partially true, I mean, there's guys who are coming out now that
because the CIA did something to a building for some reason, they wanted to get rid of it or blow up a bank, whatever. What's that got to do with the Twin Towers going down by fucking terrorists? You know what I mean? I don't think they were
what are the odds?
No, but what you're saying is because of Building 7, the rest is all horseshit.
No, but think about that. What are the odds? Okay, so let's say they're going to get rid of this Building 7. It fell on the same day as the Twin Towers. They would have had to have the dynamite in place to begin with.
And I'm saying because of 98, when they try to blow up the tower. All right,
So
that
then-
probably gave
so
them
then
the
they-
idea.
So the dynamite sat there for what? 3 years before they decided to detonate it on the chance that the other buildings fell?
Not so much the other build. Well, they did. What fell first? 7 of the buildings.
The other 2.
There you go. Let's hit the
Okay.
button. That's all they had to do was set it up. That's how they work ahead of time.
Okay. But what's to say that they didn't have anything to do with the World Trade Center?
I don't get what you mean.
Who's to say that they didn't have something to do with the towers?
It doesn't make sense. We saw the 2 planes go. Well, actually, 1 plane go into
That
it.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether you saw them or not. Let's say you saw
I
them.
think it matters. 'Cause
Okay.
For one, you told me one week that they blew up, that they missiled them, and I said no. I saw a
No.
plane go into
I
it.
said they missiled the one in Shanksville.
Which don't make sense either.
That didn't hit a building. That supposedly went head
The one
first
in
into the ground.
Shanksville supposedly went down.
Yeah.
If there was
nose-
another plane going around when it got shot down, these people are on the phone until the last minute, second. They would have said something.
You're talking about where? Which ones?
The peoples that died in Shanksville on the plane, they were already talking to their loved ones saying it got hijacked and we're going to go up and do something about it.
Yeah, and then they put the phones down.
So,
and
yeah, they did, but the rest of the passengers didn't.
Okay, but what's to say if you're talking on the plane?
Now you're saying, what if?
Well, you don't know for a fact that this thing nosedived into the ground.
And it would explain it as, what do you call it, imploding on itself and disintegrating them into small pieces. Yes, it would.
But that's your theory.
That's my what if.
That's right. And mine is what if it was shot down by a freaking missile?
It would have been.
You could have been talking
it
on
would
the
have come out.
phone, and
NATSF or whatever the fuck they are, they would have found that.
what's that?
They would have found remnants of a bomb or being hit by a bomb.
How about the Pentagon?
All right, not everybody can be in on it. It just doesn't work that way, and you're saying they are.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying any of it.
I'm
No,
just
I'm
saying
not.
this ship and the passengers talking to their families, just because the media didn't report it, doesn't mean it didn't happen.
But let's say the family's talking to the passengers. I mean, or the passengers are talking to their families, and a missile hits it. Would that sever the phone line? Would that stop them all talking at once?
No, for one, they'd have to come up and locate a target.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Planes were in the air.
Well, I wasn't there. I'm just guessing like you are.
I know, but my question is there's so many people that feel that.
What we do know is they took over the fucking cockpit and they went in after them. And next thing you know, it crashed in Shanksville.
That is the story that we are told, and I don't doubt that one.
So you're saying
My biggest problem
you're
is
saying after they got in the cockpit and took over, not the terrorists but the passengers, they bombed it.
no.
Well, that's what you're saying.
I
'Cause
said
we know that
I said
for
a
fact
missile.
That
I'm
they
talking
got
about
into the cockpit.
I'm talking about a missile from a freaking jet.
That's what I'm talking about too. Now it have to have happened after they took over the cockpit, and we're only talking minutes or seconds to take it and nosedive it.
I'm talking about a fighter jet shooting it down.
That's what I'm talking about. It would have to have been after they went in and took over the cockpit and stared it down.
They had control of that jet
Because
for a
the
while.
families told them, we're just watching the news, the Twin Towers went down. If there was something at the Pentagon, so they knew there were going to be a target to somewhere, and they decided to stop it. Now you're telling me it's blown up and without any fucking proof.
What do they have recordings of them talking to their family?
No, this is according to the families.
According.
Oh, so they're in the conspiracy too.
No.
You
That's
gotta,
not.
well, you gotta be shitting me, Matt.
You mean to tell me that there's